Defiant Afghan women held a rare protest Thursday saying they were willing to accept the burqa if their daughters could still go to school under Taliban rule.
Here's a summary of the article.
Defiant Afghan women held a rare protest Thursday saying they were willing to accept the burqa if their daughters could still go to school under Taliban rule. "It is our right to have education, work and security," the group of around 50 female demonstrators chanted, waving placards on the streets of Afghanistan's western city of Herat. During the Taliban's first stint in power, before being ousted by a US-led invasion in 2001, women and girls were mostly denied education and employment. Burqas became mandatory in public, women could not leave home without a male companion, and street protests were unthinkable. "We are even ready to wear burqas if they tell us, but we want the women to go to school and work," the photographer and artist added. Herat, an ancient Silk Road city close to the Iranian border, has long been a cosmopolitan exception to more conservative centers, though some women already wear the burqa. They have pledged their leadership will be inclusive, but many doubt women will find a place in Afghanistan's new administration.
This post received a score of 3,100, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Whatever the outcome, they sure are courageous for going through with this.
Extremely brave women. I hope girls in at least some locations can go to school.
Sure. I hope they are going to school.
How depressing. Indeed, they shouldn't have to choose which basic right they would prefer, assuming they actually get either of them.
Greater than, we are even ready to wear burqas if they tell us, but we want the women to go to school and work, the photographer and artist added. The wording is not very precise, leaves plenty of room for interpretation.
It's not about interpreting words. Either the Taliban will honor their rights or they won't. We will find out what the answer is given some time. In the meantime, we're just expressing our concern and hoping for the best, because there's not a lot more we can do at this particular moment.
The second issue concerns the fact that Afghanistan has a new middle class which slowly grew in the decade after the fall of the Taliban. Under the previous Taliban regime, Afghanistan had only about 20,000 working phone lines. In January 2021, there were 27.04 million mobile connections. In January 2021, there were 8.64 million internet users in Afghanistan. For example, announcement of the Ministry of Public Health of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. The Ministry of Public Health of the Islamic Emirate informs all female employees to attend their duties regularly in the center and provinces.
Even if the girls go to school, honestly, what kind of education will they be given if the teachers are under Taliban control? They'll probably be segregated from male students and receive a very limited form of education even if allowed to attend. Or even separate schools. Like the book Roll of Thunder, hear my cry about the civil rights inequalities in the US. In the book, black students attend dilapidated schools and are taught by black teachers. White teachers consider themselves too good to educate children of color. A bus service exists for white children, but black children walk to school. Homeschooling is viable for a generation or two, until down the road women can't teach their daughters because they have no education themselves.
Separate, but equal, is never equal.
Perhaps we should have given all that military equipment to the women of Afghanistan rather than the Afghanistan Defense Force or whatever the fuck they were called before they surrendered their country after 10 minutes.
Well, I don't see how they could possibly have done any worse.
These are the most disgusting men on the globe. These women are heroes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.